welcome back to WQEL Facebook and Coach's Corner West from our Pizza Hut restaurant in Bucyrus. And we've got Buckeye Central Volleyball, a very successful volleyball program with the Lady Buckettes. And 21-1, is that it? 22-1?
22-1 right now.
22-1 right now. We're looking for another W on that. And beginning tomorrow night, we're going to give you details on that. Coach Missy McDougal with us right now. We're going to tell you right now that our show is brought to you on WQEL by Blake Friedling and Todd McDougal at Friedling and Company Insurance up in Dutchtown. Also, Ted Coder, Monarch Body Shop in Washington. The Ohio State University at Marion, a Big Ten education close to home. Mike Kleinite, Ag Credit Residential Lending, Bucyrus, Mount Gilead, Marion. Also, Dr. Thomas M. Britton at Clubview Vision Center and Luann Krebs at River's Edge Embroidery, Screen Printing, Signs, the official foam board t-shirt provider on WQEL and on Route 309 right across from the Marion Depot. Missy McDougal, head coach, very successful program this year. Regular season wrap up, you beat Gallia was a very good volleyball team, although they didn't fare too well in the tournament.
Yeah, they're a solid program. They're young this year.
Okay, but they had a very good.
They did. They had a great record. So it was a great final game for us to tune up for tournaments.
All right. And you played Gallion regularly over the last several years, haven't you?
We have. I think the last 3 or 4 years for sure we've played them.
Well, it's probably beneficial to both of you guys, isn't it? I mean, you know, the two good programs going at each
Absolutely.
other, getting tuned up for the tournaments and everything. And we were expecting Gallion to go a little bit further, but they ran into a buzzsaw in the sectionals. And then back on 10/21, which was last Thursday, beat Plymouth in the district's 3-0.
Yeah, that was actually sectional finals.
Sectional, I
yes,
apologize.
that's okay.
Sectional
That's all
went
right.
down.
We did. We won 3-0. The girls came out. They played hard. They stayed focused, and great things happened.
Well, and you're being modest because you thumped them pretty good.
We did.
Yeah, you thumped them pretty good. They weren't even in this ball game, and I'm not sure if that's because you're that good, or they were intimidated, or a combination of both. What do you think?
I think it's probably a combination of both. I think they're really young and they didn't have quite the experience that we had. And, I challenged our girls to come out. We always want to have a fast start. And sometimes we get that fast start and then we take a few points off here and there. And then I challenge them not to let up and keep gas, pedal down and keep going and finish them off. And they did just that.
Coach McDougal, can you learn anything from a game like this? I mean, let's face it, you got a premier volleyball team. You got a very good volleyball team. And you play a program that, where they got some younger players and things haven't gone as well for them. Can you guys learn anything from a ball game like that and getting tuned up for the tournaments? Because this is a tournament.
It is a tournament. I don't know that we learn anything, but it keeps us playing. We often don't have a full team to play 6-on-6 in practice. So it allowed us to go out there and compete, and that's what we took away from that.
We've got a couple of young ladies here in the studio with us tonight here at Pizza Hut. And you've got a lot of kids that normally might have been here, but what's going on tonight at Buckeye Central?
Our team leadership class has a student versus staff volleyball game, and our girls aren't allowed to play in it, obviously, because we're still in season, but they're the coaches and the referees. So
all right.
That took up the majority of my team.
All right, so, we would like to thank those girls for having a great season. Hopefully we'll be back next week after the districts. We got Mia and Mara McDougal, and 10th grade and 9th grade in the volleyball program at Buckeye Central. Let's start with Mia first. Mia, obviously, Mom's the head coach. You probably had a volleyball in your hand before you had a baby bottle in your hand, didn't you?
Yeah, probably. I've been playing since I've been like 3 years old, or we tossed balls probably since we could walk and stuff, so yeah.
All right. It's kind of, first of all, with Mom having been involved when she was, you guys, in your senior year.
We went to state my senior year in volleyball and basketball.
Give her the microphone here because I can't read.
It said we went to state in volleyball and basketball.
And basketball and runners up.
We were runner-up in basketball and lost in the semifinals of state in volleyball.
Okay, so you guys have had a nice run.
Absolutely.
So, all right, let's give the, with Mom having the success that she had, and you growing up with this and living in Washington, it's kind of expected of a young woman, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, we've had a really good tradition the past how many years? I mean, it's literally been decades of like a good volleyball program and solid programs in general, like at least for girls sports at Buckeye Central. So that is something like that we've always had, and like I had people to look up to when I was little, and I still like think of those girls when I am playing today, like going to camps when I was probably like 5 or 6 years old and just playing pepper with those girls, and that's just something that I always remember, and like it was really important to me, like, so yeah, it's just
You play other sports besides volleyball?
I do not anymore. Well, I might do track, but that's always just up in the air because I never end up doing it.
Well, you say it again?
I never end up really doing it, but sometimes I want to.
All right, you should be encouraged. We're encouraging your mom to play.
Absolutely.
Track is good. If you're not, you're going to be in the weight room 25 hours a day.
Oh yeah, I already
so
do that.
Track is a good idea. There's another to make it faster and quicker.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
all right, well, listen, I appreciate you stopping by. And Mara McDougal, 9th grader, freshman, and talk to me a little bit about, your role in this volleyball program. What have you learned this year?
I mean, it's been fun playing with all the seniors, and I think that they've just like taught me how to be a part of the team.
Will be a part of the team?
Yeah.
Well, you probably have learned some physical type of things from their, these are good volleyball
Yeah.
players. You got to have learned some physical
I mean, yeah, our libero Parker, I played back row with her for half the rotation, and she's taught me a lot about passing. I mean, just like how she moves to it, how she reads, it's helped me out a lot. Like over the season, I've gotten a lot better playing with her.
All right. Did you get in many games this year?
What?
Did you get in many varsity games?
Yeah, I play like full-time back row, and then I play half-time front row.
All right. So you've gotten some good freshman
Yeah.
experience and an
Yeah,
opportunity
definitely.
to get a little bit better. Other sports besides volleyball?
I play basketball.
All right. And are you kind of like your sister, going to crap out on spring sports or?
Yeah, spring sports, probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Not going to do it, huh?
No,
So you'll be in the weight room, if you're going to
Yeah.
do that. Okay, all right, you're not objecting to that. Listen, I appreciate you stopping by. You guys did a great job. I'm going to tell you right now that our show is brought to you on WQEL by the following clients, and we appreciate their support. Vince Ponziani and the Associates of Waycraft Industries, Rod Steiger and everybody at Pizza Hut, Bucyrus and Gallion, the host of our show since 1992. The Burkhardt family, Burkhardt Farm Sales, your Case IH dealer on the Manette Winchester Road. North Central State College Mansfield, the Crawford Success Center, Bucyrus. Hannah Newton and Wendy's, downtown Bucyrus, Upper Sandusky. Lee Plowell, Brad Seibert at the Plowell Insurance Group in Bucyrus and Gallion. Missy McDougal rejoins us right now. Coach, let's talk about this very important game coming up this weekend on actually starts tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. So talk to me a little bit about the game tomorrow.
We play Seneca East over Willard in the district semifinals. We've beaten
Seneca, you've beaten them twice.
We have beaten them twice, but you never take anything for granted, right?
Right. Well, we were just talking about that with the Woodford football team. I was worried if Otsego was going to get a little complacent since they've beaten Woodford twice in the last 2 years.
No, I mean, that's one thing we talk about at practice tonight was not taking anything for granted. It's postseason. It's tournaments. Anything can happen. You saw that this weekend in college football. I mean, there were top teams that were down and kind of got shell-shocked. And they came back and won. Oklahoma came back and won. And I don't want that to happen to our girls. I want them to come out prepared. We're going to come out ready, and we're going to play hard.
All right, now we play. I'm looking this up here. We play who?
Seneca East.
Seneca East. And they beat them twice, 3-0 both times. And were the matches close at all? It just says 3-0. I don't know what the matches were.
Not really.
Okay.
They weren't too close.
Tell me about some. So they're young, or they?
They're very young. I think they've got one senior, maybe only one junior, a couple juniors actually. They've got a lot of freshmen they're playing.
Mm-hmm.
They've played some club ball, so they're young, they're scrappy, they're going to be competitive. It's just ready for us. We just need to come out and play our game.
All right. Now, is there any chance, Coach, that anybody's going to be looking past Seneca East to the district finals?
No.
All right,
I'm
you're
gonna make
not
sure.
going to allow that to happen. Is it okay if I look past?
You sure can.
Okay, now, because my understanding is that and correct me if I'm wrong, you got a couple of teams staring you in the face in the district finals who are major contenders. True?
Absolutely. We've got Norwalk, St. Paul, Monroeville, and the
Yeah,
other
Monroeville's the only-
semifinal.
yeah.
That's our only loss of the year. So, we're excited to watch them. But, we're going to watch. Coaches are going to watch the game. The girls will watch a few sets of that game. They play right before us. But, I told the girls tonight, once we walk to that locker room, we're not thinking about anybody but Seneca East. We got to lock in and stay focused. But those are two very good teams, and it's going to hopefully provide a good match.
And they've been in the way before, haven't they?
They have.
Norwalk St. Paul has been in nemesis before.
They have. I'm not sure what year that started. But they've provided a roadblock to Buckeye. We've had a few nice teams over the years that's ran into them in districts and haven't been able to get by them. But this is our year.
All right.
We're ready.
All right. And you lost to Monroeville back on September 18th, 3-1. Were any of the matches close?
They were all close.
They were all
26,
close.
24, 25, 22. I don't know this, but they were,
Okay,
very
so they
close
were
games.
competitive.
Absolutely.
You got to work just a little bit harder. And are we working physically, mentally, or a combination of
It's
both?
a combination of both. We had to continue to work on skill. We don't feel that we were real sharp that day. It wasn't one of our better performances. I thought Monroeville played excellent the day that we played them. If we do meet up with them again, we'll be prepared. We know that, we've seen what they did, and
Well, they got to worry
prepared.
about getting by Norwalk St. Paul,
That's right. That's right.
All
And
right.
we have to worry about Seneca East, so we don't want to look past them.
All right, we'll wrap things up here in just a moment. Our show brought to you on WQEL Facebook, and I got all kinds of paper around here. Let's see if I can memorize these guys. I bet you I can. I think here we go. We've got Doug Ludold at Advanced Fiber Technology, Coach Tim Plumley, Mohegan Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation, Matt Studer, Spitzer Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Kia, mile east of the Richland Mall, Rob List at Edgefield Animal Clinic, Marion, Matt Ramsey, John Ziegler, Drew Young, Frank Heinlein, and everybody at Bucyrus Blades, serving worldwide markets from Bucyrus since 1951, and Roger Brown at Winks Lock and Safe, South Poplar Street, West Warren, Bucyrus. Coach, it is Seneca East tomorrow. Where?
At Willard,
At Willard. What time?
6:30.
6:30. You've got a pretty good crowd that follows you, don't you?
We do. We're hoping to see even more people come out and support us this week over at Willard. It's close.
Yeah, it's
There
not
should be some
bad. It's
good
not too
volleyball.
bad. Yeah. And good luck against the Plymouth. What do they call themselves? The Big Red now?
Seneca East Tigers.
I'm sorry. Plymouth. Seneca East Tigers, and good luck against Seneca East, and good luck. If we are successful on Tuesday, we play the district finals on
Thursday at 6:30 at Willard.
All right. Good luck, Coach. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Coach Missy McDougal, the Buckeye Central Buckeyes volleyball program. We'd like to thank them for being a part of our show. We'd like to thank everybody who has been a part of our show this evening on WQEL. I'd like to thank Crystal Stewart and everybody here at Pizza Hut for making the show possible. My engineer back at the studio is Danny Lane. My camera operator and producer, Cameron Moon. Also, Harper Boggs has helped out a lot here tonight. We'd like to remind you about all the things that are coming up here on WQEL this evening and this week. We've got tomorrow night a special edition of the phone board with all the sports media from North Central Ohio, from Ralphie's and Gallion. That gets underway on the radio beginning at 5 o'clock tomorrow evening on WQEL 92.7 FM. Coach's Corner East on the WQEL Facebook page. That's Wednesday night with Mike Sparks, Gallion, Crestline, Colonel Crawford. Ryan Day Call-In Show, 6:05 Thursday evening on WQEL. Your chance to talk to the head coach of the Ohio State Buckeyes, 6:05, 92.7 FM. High school tournament football, Gallion at Clyde, Friday evening. That game gets underway at 7 o'clock. The Friday night phone board to follow on WQEL. Saturday, Ohio State football against Penn State from Columbus, 6 o'clock broadcast coverage on WQEL. Then Colonel Crawford will be playing Oregon Cardinal Stritch in North Robinson. That's at 7 o'clock Saturday evening on WBCO 107.5. Our thanks to all of our guests from Bucyrus, Newford, and Buckeye, and to everyone here at Pizza Hut. On behalf of all of our guests in Pizza Hut Family Restaurants, Bucyrus and Gallion, this is Davey Jones. Have a good evening, everybody.